This is my patch notes rundown for the 22nd of June. When I make these videos, my goals are to do the following when necessary. Filter out non-gameplay patches, reconstruct and reword news posts, explain what has changed and how it impacts the game, give my personal opinion and feedback, showcase the update in-game. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Archaeology. Players can now swap Inquisitor staff pieces with Sauron for 10 million coins each. You can access this feature by simply using the piece you wish to trade on Sauron. This is a good change, but since it's tradable, it's only really useful for Iron Men. I generally think if there are a set of components that form a singular item and they're rare, they should drop in order to prevent dupes. Good examples of this are Telos Anima Orbs and Eldritch crossbow pieces. A makeshift pile of an archaeology excavation in the Warforge has been moved away from the furnaces in the area to help reduce misclicks. The special move of the kal'gerion demon familiar has been increased from 9.6 seconds to 15 seconds. As shown on screen, this increases the efficiency of how many spiritual prayers are required based on the time range of your boss kills. However, this still doesn't make the kal'gerion demon familiar relevant, since the problem is its current power, but it's definitely a step towards the right direction in making it viable. They also need to be very careful in fine-tuning the strength of this familiar, since you only want it to become best in slot and team bosses, and not everywhere, to create unique uses of familiars. For example, the kal'gerion demon would be used by one person as a support familiar, while everyone else uses Ripper demons as a DPS familiar. Now, the more people required for a boss, the more effective the kal'gerion demon becomes, as it affects more players. This might also change in the future with more additional power creep to critical strikes. A good example of this is Erethdor's Grimoire, which not only provides a 12% critical chance buff, but it also increases the hard cap of critical hits from 12k to 15k, which is essentially a critical damage buff. There's also a few bugs with this familiar that I'd like to point out. You can actually use the respective scrolls on the demon to store them as if it's an offensive special move, and get the 20% cost reduction buff from the Spirit Cape. But when it automatically uses a special move, it literally does nothing and prevents it from even attacking. The Slayer Introspection Relic power will now work with the Slayer Master Cape as well as Slayer Masks. This is pretty significant since a large portion of Slayer tasks are done using Slayer Masks. Also, with the Slayer Cape you can choose the task that is most affected by the range of the min and max assignment. Other. Confirmation warnings now appear when attempting to teleport into the wilderness using the Deriak, Anarkal, Gorok, Ice Plateau, and Telegroup Ice Plateau teleport spells from the Ancient and Lunar spellbooks. Igneous Jadinkos near Lanakea will no longer spawn behind a tree root and get stuck with the players being unable to catch them. Fixes. Fix an issue that was preventing the currency pouch from reopening on login if the player had the pouch open before logging out. Fix an issue that would prevent players from ending dungeoneering floors from some tiles near the dungeon end ladder. That's the patch notes for this week, and as always, thank you for watching.